What's going on, guys? It's Troydan here. And today, we're going to be looking at the top 10 YouTubers that got away with crimes. When I think of YouTubers and crimes, I think of that, the Counter-Strike guy, the guy with the knife scam. Remember the lottery scam? I don't know how it ended, but that's what I think of. I have not seen this. Link in the description below. Make sure to sub 50 times. I love this guy's shirt, by the way. Pretty sure that's the CN Tower. And I think that's Donkey Kong on it. I can't tell. 3, 2, 1. Go.
All brothers looting from a store and filming it, or being such a creep that Chris Hansen has to show up your house.
Paul brothers probably being here.
Today's top 10 list. Starting off this countdown, we have Rage Stew. Back in August of 2017, YouTuber Rage Stew live streamed himself trespassing on another YouTuber's property. His goal was to break into his house. Yeah, he literally filmed himself.
Kind of looks like Mr. Beast, just a very little bit.
Previously, he already broke into Jake Paul's Team 10 house. So that's 2 counts of trespassing. But this incident was more controversial. While trespassing, he got approached by some people in the house and then a fight broke loose. In the end, Rage Stew ended up claiming that the YouTubers there beat him up and stole from him.
Rightfully so, man.
They denied any such claims. Rage Stew seems to be irrelevant on YouTube now. His channel only has 14k subs and he gets less than 1k per vid.
Coming in irrelevant. Ooh, god damn the irrelevance hate. That's, I don't know who that is.
For 9, we have Jstation.
This guy's Canner, excuse me. This is the worst person. I think he cleaned up his act. I don't really follow it. I remember seeing something about it, but this is the worst guy ever. He was making like a Luigi boards at like 3 a.m. talking to Elvis. The dumbest man.
So there are a bunch of you out there who are probably familiar with the YouTuber Jstation. He makes a bunch of horror-themed videos where he's talking to ghosts or summoning a demon, but one time he took his ghoulish pursuits too far. Jstation made a video claiming that his girlfriend was dead. He said that she had been killed by a drunk driver, and the whole thing was very shocking. Jstation made a ton of videos with his girlfriend prior to this video. She was a regular guest in his videos, so the claim of her death really hit fans hard. But in that same video, he tries to contact his dead girlfriend via Ouija board. And even if you're some dude who makes a bunch of ghoulish content, if someone you really loved actually died, I don't think you would be quick to make a video about it where you try to contact them via Ouija board. So of course the fans were very skeptical about the whole thing, and eventually it came out that the whole thing was a hoax. Bad move, my dude, because now not only was the internet gunning you down to ruin your career, the police also released a warrant for your arrest. Eventually, Jstation was arrested and taken to court, but he never saw any jail time, so he was able to slip under the radar with this one.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he did that with. I just saw the other stuff he did. That's even wow. I think even less of him now as a person. Great, you're down there with Maloon.
We have Sam Pepper. Sam Pepper is a British YouTube star that has over 2 million subscribers. He joined YouTube back in 2010.
He used to hang with like Ice Poseidon.
But a lot of his old videos have now been deleted. He mostly posts prank videos or 24-hour challenge videos. But back in 2014, a couple of his pranks went a little too far. So in 2014, he uploaded a video onto his channel titled Fake Hand Ass Pinch Prank, in which he would go up to women he didn't know, asking for directions, and then he would pinch their behinds. Obviously,
what? This is so 2014 YouTube, like that era of 2014 to 17, I think it would be. Oh Lord.
This was non-consensual and not okay.
Was it real?
A number of people came forward accusing him of harassment, but Pepper claims that the whole thing was staged and scripted. Now we don't know if that for sure is the case, but Sam definitely crossed the line with that one. And of course, we have the time that he faked a kidnapping and murder for views. And people were outraged at that as well.
Coming in,
I was about to try to defend him, but I don't know enough. I'm just gonna let that one.
Then we have Jake Paul. The Paul brothers are always up to something, whether it's knocking out former NBA stars, causing some of the biggest controversies in the world, or apparently looting malls. They just have to be in the limelight all the time.
I'm just gonna pause it right here, dude. Jake Paul calling out McGregor, hilarious. But Jake Paul versus Amanda Nunes. That's the fight I want to see. Can you imagine that actually happens? Man, it's gonna kick the living crap. Sorry.
Well, they both
I just wanted to say that.
So when the George Floyd riots broke out, Jake Paul and his film crew headed out to a local mall that was being ripped apart by looters. He filmed a lot of the chaos that was breaking out while it was all going down. In the video, it showed him and his buddies checking things out while they were picking up some stuff that seemed to be pulled out of stores. There wasn't anything that actually showed them stealing, so people are kind of skeptical on whether or not they actually took anything. In the end, he was charged with a misdemeanor trespassing charge, and it would seem that nothing would happen.
I don't think he was stealing anything. I mean, Jake Paul, what's the point? He's a dummy. He's a real idiot, but he's not that big of an idiot. He's not quite there yet.
The FBI
Fight with the
raided
man
his
in
house and took
nowadays
some
might do it.
guns, but after all of this, there was still
Wow, that's a
no
nice
time
house.
in the big house.
Jesus, I don't know why that's
Two
scared me.
YouTubers, Syndicate and Team RTN, have been exposed for basically scamming their subscribers. Both YouTubers have over 1 million YouTube subscribers, Syndicate having over 9 million and the other having over 4 million. But the two decided to manipulate their viewers. They began promoting a gambling website known as Jstation.
Is this the dudes? I don't even know who they were. I don't even know who they are.
Lotto. They claimed to be sponsored by them and would show videos where they would win huge prizes through their website, like thousands of dollars. But it turns out that they actually owned the website all along. So they were encouraging their young viewers to put money into a site with the hopes of winning big. But of course, that probably never would have been the case.
Coming in at number
There's
5.
so many cases of that still going on YouTube, not just with CSGO, but with other different ways. Yeah.
We have Vitaly. This guy was running one of the original prank channels when I first got into
I've
YouTube,
seen this
and it
dude.
would seem that he had a knack for taking things a little too far with his pranks. Whether it's freaking people out with needles, staging an assault on a person, or running onto a soccer
I saw that.
field with
I
Trump
thought that was
socks
Mike
on
Kuzemba at first. I was like, what the hell is he doing out there, Mike? Then it wasn't. It was not Mike.
his chest. This
was
guy
not.
has gotten away with crimes probably more than any other YouTuber. I will mention that in April
Yeah.
he was arrested for assaulting
that?
a stranger who was running by herself, and now he might be facing life in prison. So eventually
Really?
everything caught up with him.
Wait,
Coming in
what?
at number
This boy's facing life in prison? I knew nothing about, what's his name, vitamins? I didn't know anything about vitamins. I saw him running across the NBA game. That's all I saw.
We have Shane Dawson. This year, Shane Dawson got exposed.
He screwed
after
a cat, didn't he?
problematic Videos and tweets from his past resurfaced
That guy-
online.
that guy screwed a
For that,
cat.
Shane was called out by Hollywood's very own Jaden and Jada Smith. Jaden and Jada exposed Shane with
I
regards
hate
to
Will Smith's wife. I'm just gonna put. Don't even get me started with that.
video
Don't not
of
get me
Shane
started with that.
sexualizing an 11-year-old Willow Smith. But that's not all. Shane has a long list of problematic content. In a podcast, Shane tries to justify and compares it to other
Justify
fetishes,
what?
like foot fetishes. He also admitted to
Oh!
looking up a naked baby online and then proceeded to call what he saw sexy. You
Oh, I remember this. This is the guy who likes cheese pizza.
could obviously see how wrong that is. He also admitted to finding one of his underage fans hot as well. A lot of people think that
You gay?
Shane should be charged for these incidents and that further investigation needs to be done.
Coming
I thought-
in at number 3,
I thought he
we
screwed
have
a cat.
Logan Paul. This story's been told a million times, so what's one
Oh,
more on
is this-
top of the pile? Logan Paul got in heat from not just his fans, but the whole world when he went to the Japanese
Yeah.
forest and filmed someone who had recently taken their own life and then posted it on YouTube. Yeah, this wasn't just some YouTube gossip. This was on CNN.
Dude, when this happened, when Jake Paul went to the forest, I thought that was fake right away. And then when I found it was real, I'm like, wow, I can't believe, like, how many people that got by? Is the editor, him, the people with him? Like, who thought that was a good idea? It's so stupid.
been the biggest YouTube controversy of all time.
Oh,
It's wild to
start
think
the
that this guy
apocalypse
is
or
now
one of
about
them.
to fight Floyd Mayweather, one of the best boxers of all time.
I still don't know why this is happening, but that's another
The world
story.
is a crazy place. And when Logan did this, he knew that what he was about to upload to YouTube was going to be super controversial. It caused YouTube to change forever because they had to change their ad policies to protect the companies and keep big businesses interested in the platform. So a ton of YouTubers lost everything, and Logan Paul could have been charged with indignity to a dead body, but he was able to walk away scot-free.
Coming in at number 2, we have Romeo LaCoste. Romeo
Who?
LaCoste is probably best known as being a famous LA tattoo artist that has tattooed celebrities like Justin
Is that
Bieber
LNU
and
with
Ariana
tats?
Grande. He was also a contestant
No,
on
it's not.
Best Inc. Season 3. But in 2019, DMs and texts were leaked that revealed Romeo was having inappropriate conversations with young girls. And he was well
Surprise,
aware of
look
their
at him.
ages, as he would often ask them how old they were, and then proceeded to groom
Surprises.
them. One woman came forward
If you were
and
to
said
put a bunch of faces up, like 20 faces, and I saw these when I'd say this is the guy who's talking to kids. This
she
is
was in a
definitely.
relationship with him when she was 14 years of age to 17. She said, and I quote, "He was extremely manipulative, emotionally draining. He took advantage of our age difference and used guilt to coerce me into doing things I didn't want to do."
And coming at the #1 spot,
here we go, number
Onision. This guy used to be a massive YouTuber who was mainly known for his musical content. But outside of that, he would also make sketches that had a pretty serious following, and he would even do things that seemed genuinely nice.
Taking a guess here. Let me just take a stab. I don't know who this is. Cheese pizza. He likes kids.
Host videos that talked about self-harm and depression. Well, all of that would fall away when everyone found out this guy was a huge creep. Several allegations came forward from women who were not of age that said Onision was trying to groom them. He was sending them suggestive messages. He even knew that they weren't old enough to be receiving these kinds of messages from a full-grown man. This got so heated that eventually Chris Hansen got involved.
Oh!
You know Chris Hansen, right?
No, I don't.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Why don't you make yourself at home here?
Dude, Chris Hansen doing cameos now for your friends. He'll tell them to take a seat. It's great. I mean, yeah, it's great.
Have a seat in the chair there, please. Moving pretty quick there. Why don't you have a seat right over there? Okay. At the stool.
Yeah, the dude who used to run the show to catch a. Well, Chris Hansen came right to this guy's house to try and get him to come out for an interview. Onision rejected the opportunity for the interview with Chris Hansen, probably knowing that he was going to put him on blast and make him look so bad he would end up in prison. Well, in the end, Onision's career was ruined, but he never went to prison.
All right, guys, let's move right along to our comment shout-out portion. We'll be shouting out comments from our other collab.
Oh, I think it's done there. Yeah, Chris Hansen. Imagine Chris Hansen showing up at your door. You know what? I'd let him in, dude. Turn the stream on, man. That's content, dude. You YouTubers, all right? You gotta take content when you can get it, especially when the times are tough. Anyway, top 10 YouTubers that got away with crimes. About half of these guys, maybe even less, I've heard of. But yeah, a lot of talking underage out there. It seems like that, and yeah, it seems to be a trend. I don't know what's going on, YouTubers. Get your stuff together, guys. If you got a video you'd like for me to watch or react to, you can tweet me at Troydan under the hashtag TroydanReacts. Thank you guys for watching, and kids, stay away from onions or whatever his name is. I don't know what his name was.